Jimmy's life began uniquely, born without immunity to germs. His parents, especially his mother, took drastic measures to protect him, placing him in a custom-made plastic bubble-like sphere. This sphere was his sanctuary and prison, designed to be airtight to keep germs out. For the first years of his life, Jimmy was isolated within this sterile environment. He couldn't even come home as a newborn. It wasn't until he turned 4 that his parents brought him home, providing him a room with a similar bubble enclosure. Within this bubble, Jimmy could move freely but was still separated by transparent walls. His mother's overprotectiveness extended to every aspect of his life. She allowed only one TV channel and one magazine, insisting they were the only ones ever made. She even used protruding arms within the bubble for basic interactions, like haircuts and hugs. Jimmy's education was tightly controlled, with his mother teaching only what she deemed suitable. He had little exposure to the outside world's diversity of thought and perspectives. While his unique condition made him known in the city, it led to ridicule and isolation from peers. Children in the neighborhood mocked him, further emphasizing his isolation. Mrs. Livingston fiercely defended him, frequently chasing away teasing neighbors. Jimmy's life inside the bubble was solitary, with his world confined to transparent plastic walls. However, everything changed when a new family, including a girl named Chloe, moved in next door. Curiosity ignited in Jimmy's heart as he watched Chloe's family settle in. She became a beacon of hope, and he yearned for a connection beyond his bubble. With courage, he reached out to her, fostering a friendship through gestures and messages, despite the daunting physical barriers. Their friendship blossomed, but Mrs. Livingston, Jimmy's mother, viewed it with suspicion due to her protective nature. When Chloe got engaged to Mark, Jimmy's emotions became turbulent. He felt jealousy and sadness watching her prepare for a life with another man. Jimmy realized the depth of his feelings for Chloe and his determination to stop her wedding. The impending wedding had Jimmy's heart in turmoil, and he couldn't suppress his feelings any longer. With determination, he decided to leave the safety of his bubble and embark on a journey, driven by his love for Chloe.
This is awesome!
What are you doing here to me? Oh, I saw the sign outside and it said, that you have $500?
Years of confinement had only made his affection for Chloe stronger, and he couldn't bear the idea of losing her to another man. So he made a bold choice to go to Niagara Falls, where Chloe's wedding was scheduled, and attempt to halt it. In secret, Jimmy crafted a portable bubble shield, a device that would protect him from germs while venturing into the outside world. When the day came, he left his home discreetly, slipping away unnoticed. As he ventured beyond his bubble's safety, Jimmy's world expanded dramatically. The familiar confines of his life were replaced by the vastness of the outside world. Fear and excitement intertwined as he embarked on this unknown journey, far from the controlled environment he had known all his life. Jimmy's journey was a transformative odyssey, marked by unexpected encounters that reshaped his worldview. His first encounter was with Slim, a rugged biker with a heart full of stories. Through Slim's tales of love and loss, Jimmy began to comprehend the complexities of relationships, concepts foreign to his sheltered life. Continuing his journey, Jimmy met a religious cult that viewed his unique bubble with awe and reverence. This challenged his understanding of faith and exposed him to diverse beliefs and practices. Further down the road, Jimmy encountered a group of societal freaks due to their unconventional appearances, highlighting the world's complexity beyond his mother's portrayal. Each encounter broadened Jimmy's horizons, offering new perspectives and preparing him for the challenges ahead. As Jimmy ventured beyond his bubble, his journey took unforeseen turns, uniting individuals and groups in the search for him. Back home, Mrs. Livingston and her husband grew increasingly frantic as they realized their son was missing. Fear for Jimmy's safety compelled them to search for him, driven by their love.
But you see, this is not a typical case. My son is a bubble boy. He'll die out there.
Simultaneously, a religious cult, captivated by Jimmy's unique bubble, launched their search, believing his presence held great significance. Unexpectedly, Slim, the biker who had become Jimmy's friend, joined the quest due to their deep bond and Slim's sense of responsibility. His own experiences and genuine friendship motivated him to find Jimmy. As the various search parties closed in on Jimmy's location, he found himself on the brink of reaching Niagara Falls, the destination of his daring journey. He had come a long way from the safety of his bubble, encountering a myriad of challenges and experiences along the way. However, fate had more challenges in store for him. Jimmy managed to board aboard a plane that would take him closer to his destination, but the journey did not go as planned. The plane crashed near Niagara Falls, sending Jimmy into a state of panic and chaos. Despite the crash, Jimmy's bubble protected him from harm, and he emerged from the wreckage shaken but alive. He had reached his destination, but the path ahead was fraught with uncertainty and danger. The majestic and roaring Niagara Falls served as a backdrop to the climax of his journey, a place where he would confront his deepest fears and emotions. With his heart pounding and determination driving him forward, Jimmy rushed towards the wedding venue, where Chloe was about to marry another man. His love for her had brought him this far, and he was prepared to put everything on the line to stop the wedding and confess his feelings. Jimmy, with his heart pounding and his determination unwavering, stepped into the church. He had come all this way, overcoming countless obstacles, to confess his true feelings for Chloe. The intense emotions he felt for her couldn't be contained any longer. As he approached the altar, the onlookers gasped in surprise and shock. In an act of immense bravery, Jimmy tore open the protective bubble that had shielded him from the outside world for most of his life. It was a symbol of the depth of his love and his unwavering commitment to Chloe. With the bubble torn, Jimmy was exposed to the world, vulnerable to potential dangers from germs, but he didn't care. All that mattered was reaching Chloe and expressing his love for her. He leaned in and kissed her, a kiss filled with a profound depth of emotion. However, the weight of the moment and the emotional turmoil proved overwhelming, and Jimmy collapsed, unconscious, at Chloe's feet. Chloe, now fully aware of the true extent of Jimmy's feelings for her, was both shocked and deeply moved. She desperately tried to wake him, her heart torn between astonishment and concern. Amidst this dramatic scene, Jimmy's parents, Mr. and Mrs. Livingston, who had been tirelessly searching for their son, entered the church. Mrs. Livingston, who had been the driving force behind Jimmy's isolation, faced a moment of reckoning. In a stunning revelation, Mrs. Livingston confessed to the entire congregation that Jimmy had never actually suffered from a medical condition that required him to live in a bubble. She admitted to fabricating his condition out of fear for his safety, believing that the outside world held too many dangers for him. Her revelation sent shockwaves through the church, especially for Jimmy. As Jimmy regained consciousness, he confronted the reality that he had been kept in isolation for most of his life due to a lie. However, in a remarkable display of forgiveness and understanding, he chose to embrace his mother. He realized that her actions, though misguided, had been driven by a mother's love and a desire to protect him from harm. With tensions diffused and the truth laid bare, Jimmy and Chloe were finally free to embrace their love. The people inside the church, including Chloe and Mark, applauded their union. The story found its resolution, highlighting the power of love and forgiveness in overcoming extraordinary challenges.
Here, for your honeymoon.
What is it?
$500.
$500?
$500. $500. $500.
If you enjoyed this recap and want more engaging stories like this, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, turn on notifications, and hit that like button to support us. We appreciate your continued support, and we'll keep bringing you captivating narratives like this one. Thank you for watching.